Hi guys, my name is Jillian. I am a member of a group called Nerds Know. Welcome to our first podcast. We're probably going to warn you that it's probably going to be terrible. We're currently doing this on the floor of my bedroom with my dog hitting us, but I'm sure you guys have put up with way worse than us. Joining me are two other members who are...
Hey, my name is Ben, and she's not just a dog, she's our unofficial official mascot.
And I'm Jan, just a recent member actually, but, I'm having a lot of fun.
Well, I mean, we needed some form of education.
Yeah, I'm the education part. I'm the real nerdy one, because I teach people stuff.
She does all the panels that required an actual college education, so we're really happy to have her on board.
So this month is October, which for any type of nerd is probably the best month in the entire year.
Yes, definitely.
Unless, of course, you're Walmart, because then it's already Christmas.
Oh, also, though, October could potentially be one of the worst months for a cosplayer, too. Like, I've known several cosplayers that are like, I don't know what to do for Halloween, because it's, like, so hard to choose. Like,
you have a closet
yeah,
full of options.
Exactly.
That's what makes it hard, but also it's the, hey, can I borrow your costume?
Oh, God, yeah.
No, and more no. It's like, no, just stop asking.
Yeah.
I think that's the number one question cosplayers get asked in October from the norms.
Definitely.
Can we borrow your costume? The one that you spent $1,000 on and 8 months worth of,
And
welding,
that probably
sewing.
won't fit me specifically because you made it for yourself. Like,
yeah, those costumes.
Yeah, for sure.
I've never had those problems. I guess that's because I'm one of those that can't sew and I just kind of pick up everything from eBay China.
That's okay. I mean, even still, sometimes you can give your measurements when you do that. And, for me, I've bought a couple of costumes and I still take them in on the sides or, edit them to, my specifications, more to my liking. And, that's... they're just not going to fit. I have costumes that, because I've gained weight, they don't fit me anymore. Like, why do you think they're going to fit you?
See, when costumes don't fit me, battle damage, boom,
There
battle
you go.
damage, or
That's cool, yeah.
an evil villain shrunk me or grew me with his shrinking/enlarging ray. So there we go.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's definitely something to keep in mind.
You can't go Rick Moranis on your costume.
Yes, I can.
That's not how this works.
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. That's a really good, tip, though. Pro tip.
I was
Bam.
a liberal studies major.
See, nerds are knowing right now.
I can BS my way through anything. It's what liberal studies all it's good for.
That's
So
hilarious.
that's how we do our panel so well, isn't it?
Oh my god. So what's the topic, though? The first topic we're going to talk about today.
I think we were going to talk about horror movies.
Our favorite horror/scary/Halloween movies.
Okay. I'm glad you added those cravats because I hate scary movies, so I can talk about some other stuff.
So when it comes to mean scary movies, I love all of the magical or sci-fi-ish horror movies, but the moment it's a real kind of horror movie, I'm like a little girl scared crying in a corner.
So no Saw for you.
No, because
Okay.
Saw could be real.
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger, on the other hand, I know it's a magic dream
Gotcha.
monster, and even if it's super gory, it doesn't faze me because my brain is like, this is fake.
Gotcha.
Saw, on the other hand, Mommy,
Yeah.
help me.
Okay, I get you. See, no, not even Freddy Krueger is good for me. I am the biggest wuss you'll ever meet. I have, no tolerance for psychological anything. So, even if it's, a dream thing, that just means I'm going to dream about it. And then I'm not going to be able to sleep for 2 weeks. So I can't watch those types of movies either. But I do have Halloween favorites that I love to watch when Halloween comes around. So I can
I guess I'm the weird one that enjoys watching horror movies in the group.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Actual horror movies.
So let's start with you. What's your favorite, horror, Halloween, scary movie type of thing?
It kind of bounces around a little bit based on what type of horror movie it is. Because if I'm going 80s B horror movie full of all of the cheese, I have to go with Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Okay, I've never even heard of that. What? That sounds so ridiculous.
So Killer Clowns from Outer Space is actually a pretty awesome movie. It has everything that you need to know from the 80s in one movie, which is you're with a pack of teenagers.
Okay, of course.
They're all making out up on a hill.
Oh, jeez.
There's a shooting star or comet that goes by, and the first thing that happens in any horror movie is, let's go investigate.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Because, leaving it alone...
That's too smart. We can't have that.
Think about how many lives would be saved if we just left it alone.
Yeah.
Let's not go in that abandoned house.
Yeah. No, did you guys ever see that? I'm sorry to get a little sidetracked, but have you guys ever seen that commercial? I think it's like Geico or something, where it's like a bunch of teenagers and there's like a chainsaw guy.
Oh,
and
yes.
they're like, we can't go into the running car. Like, we might as well go into the like garage with all the hanging like sharp items.
I have
and it's
seen
like,
that. It's hilarious.
yeah, because like getting in the running car is the dumb move. Like, what? It's so stupid, but it's obviously a parody of like that kind of trope. So.
Well, that's actually funny because that was what I was thinking when I was watching the remake for Amityville Horror.
Oh.
It's like, oh, why don't you just break a window? Because the window's like, they show them getting nailed down, so you know that the actor cannot lift it. And it's like, let's run upstairs and go on the roof and try to go down on our own. I'm like, just grab a chair and break a goddamn window.
Yeah, because glass can't break, so.
And it's one of those old houses. It's not even like the nice hurricane glass.
Bulletproof glass, guys. I mean, come on, you didn't see the little bulletproof glass sign in the bottom corner?
Oh my god.
Sponsored by 3M.
So when they go to investigate the comet, then it actually turns out to be clown aliens?
Yes, it's basically like a giant circus tent.
Oh, okay.
So the comet was basically like a spaceship, and it was a giant circus tent, and all of the aliens are just a bunch of clowns.
Wow.
And what they do is they basically encase people in cotton candy.
Oh, wow.
And then have like this ridiculous bendy straw that has like all these loops and turns and all these
Okay.
things, and they basically like drink the people from the cotton candy with the
Oh,
straws.
okay. I was waiting for the horror part. Like, what's the, like, whose heads are getting chopped off here? But no, they actually just drink them whole? That's insane.
Out of cotton candy.
Wow. I mean, the cotton candy part is nice, I guess.
I mean, it basically looks like Nesquik syrup, so it doesn't look anything.
Oh, that's kind of gross.
Oh boy.
It's fine.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well Ben, you also have like actual.
I have lots of different types of favorite horror / Halloween / October movies, but
Okay.
my favorite horror movie is Aliens, the second
Oh.
Alien movie with Sigourney Weaver.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That whole franchise in general is just on my top list for scary movies, but
Okay.
Aliens, the second one, is just always one of my favorites because it really picked up, like, you know, the action aspects that were from, you know, the first movie, but it kept all of the tropes that they invented. Because, like, face huggers, alien parasites bursting out of your chest, like, Aliens
Yeah.
is what started all of that
Gotcha.
in the 70s and in the 80s with Aliens. So it's just always been one of my favorite. It has, like, you know, the iconic, get away from her, you bitch!
You know what?
shouldn't bang on the floor.
No, you know what's really funny about, speaking of that, so I go to the gym pretty much like every day in the week, like maybe 5 to 6 times a week, with my boyfriend. And when we end our workout by going for a run or at least a jog on the treadmill, and in front of the treadmill, we go to Planet Fitness, and so at Planet Fitness they have like these screens with a bunch of different stuff playing, you know, news, home improvement shows, stuff like that. And one time, you know, they had X-Men, the one where Wolverine goes to Japan. I think it's just called The Wolverine.
Oh, that one was so bad.
It
Wolverine.
was bad. It was bad. But, you know,
Yeah.
they have like stuff like that sometimes too. And so the last time I was there, they had, I think it was Prometheus.
Oh, yes. The
And
Alien
there's
prequel.
like the one scene that I saw that I was like, oh my god, I wish I was not stuck on a treadmill right now. Like, I wanted to like get up and move to where I couldn't see it because, like I said, I get icky about that kind
so
of
you
stuff.
turn around and you're running away
Running
from the
back.
monsters.
Why didn't I do that? Dang, that's a really good idea. Ben has the best ideas. So the scene that I saw was the one where I guess she's like, there's this girl and I guess she's impregnated.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and so then like she's
Octopus
having like
monster.
stomach pains, so she goes into this like tube thingy.
Give birth for her.
Yeah, she like, I guess like basically has an abortion, like a
think it was more of a
C-section.
C-section.
She wanted a cesarean.
Yeah, and like it like comes out, but then it like pops out, and it's all tangly, and I'm like, oh, it's so gross. Like,
It was the octopus
oh,
monster.
it was so gross. Like, I just, yeah, see, I can't do those kinds of things.
So that was your introduction to Alien, right? See, mine
Yeah,
was...
I mean, I've kind of sort of like seen or heard like little things here or there. Like, I think I saw parts of the Sigourney Weaver one when it was like on television.
Or if
and-
you were a Disney fan,
on the Great Movie Ride.
Oh.
R.I.P.
that whole
Oh my
section
God.
was Alien.
I would die. I would literally like cry.
I got introduced to Alien actually in a really weird way.
Mm-hmm.
So the only reason I ever heard or even looked up Alien was because of Spaceballs.
Okay, that's fair.
when
No, honey.
they're at the end at the outpost in the diner, and then she's like, we'll get the special, and this guy's like passing out, and then like an alien pops out and goes, hello my baby, hello my darling,
okay.
hello my ragtime gal, and they're like, what'd he have? And the waitress goes, the special, and then there's like, let me change my order, check please.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, Aliens just rocks. It's like one of those perfect sci-fi horror movies. It took all the things that were great about one and expanded on them. It's still just the perfect. And then
Was it Alien or Predator that got recently re-released?
Predator.
Oh, okay. Because like my boyfriend was really excited to see that, and I was like, nope, you can see that on your like by yourself. I'm not going to that.
Predator was actually playing right before the My Hero Academia movie.
Oh wow.
yeah.
So
Wow.
it must have been really bad because everyone left on time.
Wow.
And it's like the second Predator reboot because
Oh,
there
okay.
was the reboot for the Predators versus Aliens that are supposed to take place in another universe.
Oh,
but
that
at
was
the
so
same
bad,
time,
but so good.
It's yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
And then it's one of those. Well, it's kind of in a separate universe, but close enough of a separate universe where it still has some of the same history, but just alternate timeline, guys, because we're ignoring 20 years worth of movies,
I think
and then now it's
the-
been rebooted again as a totally fresh new.
I think the issue that I had with a lot of Alien versus Predator was they kind of gave the Predator too many human type of emotions in a way because he did protect the humans more when this
They
man
were- when they
all
were
this
useful.
all this man wants to do is just hunt and kill something and like take the acid and mark his helm and be like, I did it, bruh.
Well, his comrades were really weak as F. Because, I mean, one of them loses to an alien, and he half kills that alien, and then the second Predator comes along, and then he also loses to that same alien
Wow.
that lost his tail, had been bitten into by the metal net. So it's like those other two Predators must have been like the short yellow bus ones because
They were just the zim of the entire Irkin army. It's fine.
Wow.
but like they both lost to the same alien who also was super into, like, he literally lost his tail.
Wow.
He was eaten alive half by like this metal net that, like, you could see the burn marks because aliens have that acid blood, so you see all the little
Okay.
cross green acid blood marks, and he still beats the other alien.
Wow.
Wow, you guys. And then that third alien also gets impregnated. It's like,
All right, we're gonna cut you off.
okay,
Because you know
I'll
what?
rant.
Yeah, it's not your turn. We're gonna pick our non-horror movie for the Halloween season.
You know, it's so difficult to choose actually because I have some pretty fond memories of like certain horror-ish kind of scary movies.
Hocus
Like,
Pocus.
Well, actually, no. Like, one of the first movies that I really liked to rewatch when it came to Halloween was Constantine. Which I guess really shows how nerdy I am because it's a comic book movie. But yeah, Constantine with Keanu Reeves. It was like just the perfect amount of like, okay, because I often tell people when I tell people that I like Constantine, they're like, but I thought you said you don't like scary movies. And it's like, well, the thing is that I don't like scary movies, but if the main character isn't scared, then I'm not going to be scared because the main character is the one that I'm putting like my shoes and, my feet into their shoes. And so like, but like Keanu Reeves is like so freaking badass in Constantine that like the drippy blood stuff and the suicide stuff and the really creepy ugly demon guys are just not, they don't scare me because he's so cool and chill about the whole thing. So like, I don't know, like I really enjoy Constantine, but I've also like really enjoyed like kind of scary, gory like comedies. So like Zombieland, for instance. I've
Shaun
watched
of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead, yeah,
has
that's
anyone
not a
ever
problem.
seen Jack Frost?
Oh,
I don't
the
think so.
killer.
The killer snowman, Jack Frost.
I don't think I've seen that. No.
It's
What's great about it
it's
is
B
that
movie. It's B movie.
Oh,
It's
okay.
at its best.
It's definitely a B movie, but the best part is it has the same title as like the 1990s Disney Jack,
Jack
Frost.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gotta have caused problems.
To defeat the serial killer snowman, they use two things: blow dryers and antifreeze. That's not quite how antifreeze
Why not
works.
just use salt?
Killed a lot of people with a carrot.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
it was just one of those. There's like several of them too. It has a bunch of sequels. It used to be on like Showtime all the time, but it's just one of those horrible B movies from the 2000s. That's just.
It should have been in the 80s.
It's like it is not meant to be a comedy though. Like it's not when you read its description like on Uverse or whatever. Like it shows horror, but it's a straight up comedy
Oh,
because
okay.
it's so ridiculous.
It's just so bad that it's funny.
And even the most gory scenes are like okay, so that's the plastic mask. Okay, so that's definitely the CVS fake blood. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's just, yeah, B movies for the win.
I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta cut your budget somehow. Like, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, they spent most of their budget on the actual, like, makeup and prosthetics because they basically made giant puppets of these aliens. And it's like, we spent all of our money on the aliens. It's fine.
Well, I mean, with the title being them as the focus, you'd kind of like to think that, you know, that's where their budget went.
I mean,
to
he
the
captured
stars of the show.
one of the aliens from that actually, like, captured a bunch of people by using shadow puppets. It was
That sounds
interesting.
really... I almost want to see it, but then I'm like, no, maybe I'll, like, not be able to sleep. And I kind of like sleep, so... I don't know. I'll look up some stuff and then maybe I'll be able to decide, like, oh, yeah, okay, this was cool. I want to see it, but...
Okay, so what's everybody's favorite, like, happy Halloween movie?
Oh, okay.
I have two.
Okay.
So-
I put 2, so you could have 2.
Just do it.
I'm the Disney fanatic, so everything with me is
One
gonna
of
be
mine
Disney.
is definitely, well, both of mine would probably be Disney, but one of mine has a very special reason of why it's my favorite.
Okay.
So my 2 are both Disney movies.
Okay.
It could be 3. Disney made such really cheesy, great holiday movies, and that's what I love about it. So,
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Hocus Pocus, as
Okay.
is everyone. It's
In the room.
basically every night in October, so no one has an excuse for having not seen it at this point.
Actually, I only saw Hocus Pocus a few years ago, and only because we played it at a Halloween party that I was
but
running.
you've seen it by now.
I have seen it now, finally, yes. But it took me a couple, it took me like 2 decades. So, yeah.
See, I would say Nightmare Before Christmas, but it's a dual holiday movie, so
Yeah,
you can kind of
that's
watch it either Halloween or Christmas, or both.
Or compromise and watch it on Thanksgiving.
You've now
Thanksgiving.
also picked both of my movies.
No,
Just saying.
I said there was a third.
Okay, then.
Halloween Town.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
the
I don't think I've
series.
seen that one, actually.
It's so cheesy good. It's about, like, she's a descendant of this great witch. Her mom doesn't want her to be a witch. She wants her to be a normal, real child, like every other teenager. And, you know, Mom, I'm 13. I can do whatever I want. I'm an adult.
Oh, okay.
It's Bewitched, but Samantha is Darren.
Oh, okay.
Literally, it's
okay.
it's that if you know Bewitched, where the husband doesn't want her to use magic, and she's just kind of like, okay, whatever. It's like that. Only the mom witch is like, I'm giving up magic, and I'm choosing for you to give up your magic too because I'm rebelling against
just
my
saying.
centuries-old mother.
But they
Okay.
also didn't think that we would figure out that they replaced the main character in the 4th movie. So screw you, Disney.
Oh.
We figured it out. You can't just change someone's face and just say it's the same person.
Yeah.
It's actress changes. It happens.
So then you basically, we already mentioned it. Hocus
Ha-ha.
Pocus and
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Except I have 2 wonderful, horrible reasons of why each of those are my favorite.
Okay.
If you mention Disneyland and the Haunted Mansion, I'm going to kill you because
No.
I haven't seen that yet.
No.
Oh.
Well, I won't mention that now. You need to go at some point to Disneyland in October, November, and December because they do a Nightmare Before Christmas overlay on the Haunted Mansion over in Disneyland, California. I hate
That
them
sounds
so
cool.
much because
Actually-
we don't get that over here at all.
Yeah.
Actually, at Hong Kong Disney, they have a walkthrough attraction
Mm-hmm.
with that's also Nightmare Before Christmas, and they don't use animatronics. It's actually real people dressed up as the characters that are
Cool.
basically going through the entire story of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Interesting.
So
So we got to go to Hong Kong too.
yeah, Hong Kong too. So Nightmare Before Christmas is just one of my favorite Halloween/Christmas movies, just because of a situation that happened to me when I was like in the 3rd or 4th grade. I was at a small private school, and I remember in October they had this woman come in, and it was this big assembly, and she was going on about how if you celebrated Halloween or if you put the skeleton on your door, you were going to hell.
I knew that was coming.
Oh, Catholic schools.
It wasn't even a Catholic school.
I knew that was coming.
This was a Baptist church, and the Christian school that it was at was supposed to be Christian, not
Yeah.
any denomination of
Yeah.
anything religious. So, of course, me being the outspoken, I raised my hand, and I'm like, where does it say that in the Bible? And then she tries to go on. Then I kept stopping her. I'm going, well, actually, no, that's not what it says. The Bible specifically says if you're trying to talk about the Ten Commandments, it's supposed to be about you're not supposed to have a foreign idol. So as long as we're not worshiping the skeleton on our doors, we're not going to hell.
Right.
And I also start to tell the kids in this room that, like, what she's saying isn't true.
Yeah.
And then she tries to tell me to shut up. And I'm like, no, you're scaring all the little kids. Stop it.
Yeah.
So, of course, I got in trouble. And then it also so happened that Friday was my day to pick the movie. Because, like, every Friday at that school, like, the class, we would watch a different movie. So every week, it was a different movie. And it was my turn that week. So, of course, I brought in The Nightmare Before Christmas.
And just to spite her.
And that one person was actually throwing a fit. And then and how can I put this nicely? We ended up seeing The Nightmare Before Christmas several weeks later because she actually made the teacher not play it. But then my mom went and pitched a fit because it's supposed to be non-denominational.
Right.
And she kept trying to put this ultra-orthodoxy, I'm not quite sure what version of Christianity she was pushing. But it wasn't the non-denominational Christian private school that we were supposed to be in, and my mom threw a fit when they said that I couldn't play the movie that I picked that week. So that I had to wait several weeks to play it. So because of all of that, that is one of the reasons why The Nightmare Before Christmas will always be one of my favorite Halloween time movies, because it's my symbol of fighting against crazy people.
No, that's really funny because I teach Sunday school. Like I literally taught, today is Sunday as of recording this, and I literally teach Sunday school, and like it's so funny because like I know where that comes from. Like I know, and that is basically fundamental Christian, like just how there's fundamental Judaism and there's fundamental Islam, there's also fundamental Christian, and there is a passage in the Bible, but it's actually been so mistranslated now that it's like at this point it's become like not what it originally was. And the passage is "Suffer ye not a witch in your presence," but that doesn't really relate to like Satanism, and it doesn't really like the original translation is actually supposed to be about how like apothecaries, which somehow became witches when they were translating them many times over. It was supposed to actually be like, if you're suffering, go see an apothecary. And now it's become "Suffer ye not a witch." Like what? The meaning is totally twisted.
But no,
but fundamental Christians will be like, see.
But no, that woman was totally trying to say that the one commandment of like like the foreign idols, and I'm like,
oh yeah, no, that's totally twisting it.
Churches have had the best haunted houses. Growing up, I remember we would always go to different like churches because they always had the best haunted houses with the costume contest, and it's like, isn't that something you'd want to foster? It's like, if you are afraid of going trick-or-treating for whatever reason, because remember back then was that they're putting razor blades in the candy. Never actually happened.
Well, now everyone's putting drugs in the candy.
Oh, I was gonna say now everybody's just putting needles in strawberries, but I mean, that's a whole nother story.
But like when I was little, churches always had the best haunted houses with the full-on costume contest, and you'd see best witches, zombies, whatever. That was always the best when I was little. Growing up, was all the haunted stuff at the churches. So that was my rebellious moment against Insane Lady.
I mean, like just so this is like super off topic, but and now we have the dogs, so you're probably hearing their little chains jingling, but they're adorable, so we're not going to.
And that's also me tapping on the floor. I'm sorry.
So like also, and this is just me being like super duper nerdy, but also like really showing how I teach Sunday school. Actually, Halloween comes from the pagan holiday Samhain, in which they believed that that this time of the year, the spirits were really close to being able to cross over to our world. And in order for you not to get stolen away, you had to disguise yourself as a spirit. So you would wear a mask, or you would dress up in a costume, and you wouldn't look like yourself. And that would be how you would avoid the spirits taking you away. And so the whole trick-or-treating thing is kind of like in essence of that. Like, are you a like ghost or are you not a ghost? So you would trick or you would treat somebody, and like that's
awesome.
Yeah. And then like when Christianity came into that area of the world, Christians actually, and there is a passage in the Bible that says that this is a Saint Matthew who was talking about it, and he said, I have become poor to the poor, I have become rich to the rich, I have become all things to all people. And what he's saying there is that in order to preach Christianity properly, in order to bring the message of Jesus, which is love thy neighbor, to everybody, he adapted his beliefs to the local people's beliefs, which is why Rome, which used to worship Roman gods like Jupiter and Mars and stuff like that, or the Greek gods, as some people might know them as.
It's the age of
Right.
Aquarius. I'm sorry.
But now, if you look at it, that's where the Pope is. The Pope is in Rome because that's the evolution of Christianity. So anybody who's a Christian and doesn't believe that Jews like have any place in their religion, they're automatically wrong because Jesus was Jewish, and like Jews don't care about like Halloween. There's no like commandments against that or anything, and then so it's just all sorts of stupid, really. People that just don't really look that deep into it. But
so slightly off topic, since we mentioned candy, does anyone remember how old they were when they realized I can just buy a bag of candy and I don't have to wait for Halloween?
Oh gosh. Well, I'm in a special case because my house was right next to a little strip center.
Oh, nice.
So I could literally, like, if I was like, Dad, I'm gonna go to the store, it'd be like, okay, and I would just walk over there and buy a bar of candy. And when I was little, it was like 50 cents or 75 cents, and now it's like $1.20, and it's like, oh my goodness, like it's like doubled in price. But when I was like really little, like no big deal,
I
That's
was
also the same place I bought Pokemon cards. Fun fact.
Nice. I was 13 or 14, and it was when I realized that when school was over, instead of just waiting in my mom's office, I could just walk across the street to where Publix was and go buy candy after school.
That's awesome.
And also where I bought Pokemon cards.
Yes!
And it wasn't even a card shop. It was like this weird insurance office that had a glass case where they sold the Japanese Pokemon stuff.
What?
And it was like the Japanese cards.
That's so funny.
I remember I got an Electrode one time. That was back when Publixes used to sell Pokemon cards too.
In vending machines.
In the vending machines. I remember when I found out which pack Mew came in, I was so ecstatic. I'm like, okay, I gotta get the fossil packs. Because in America, he didn't come in the fossil packs, but the Japanese fossil packs he did, and he was actually in the very first pack I bought.
Wow.
And, like, that's the only time I've ever been lucky in card pulls, because I normally get 20 copies of the same horrible card.
Yeah, no, I distinctly remember. I mean, this must have been when I was like 8, because like that's when the Pokemon stuff started coming over here. Yeah, and like I distinctly remember that I had purchased a lot of the Jungle packs, which was the very first packs, especially that came over to the US, and I had pulled a holographic Jolteon. First edition Jungle holographic Jolteon. I was so happy. And then my brother took it to school and got it stolen. And I was so sad. But now that I'm older and I have money, I bought it online. Yay! I replaced it.
Okay,
but
so
yeah,
I bought my Pokemon cards at a florist.
a florist?
Yeah.
Wow.
that's what I mean. Pokemon
So
cards
weird.
used to be on sale everywhere. Insurance shop, florist. It's like, do we have a spot for a glass case? Let's do it.
Yeah, no, mine wasn't in a glass case. It was like right next to the baseball cards at the counter.
Nice.
So it's like I'd walk up to get my like chocolate bar and I'd put it on the counter and it's like, yeah, here's a pack of Pokemon cards too. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! When Yu-Gi-Oh! Came out too. Bam, here you go. And then I guess at some point they changed owners or something, or they just stopped selling them.
So, by the way, what's your favorite Happy Halloween movie?
Oh,
That was a
okay.
fun tangent.
Well, it's so weird because like I don't have like traditional ones. I kind of feel like, maybe something like Dogma? I feel like Dogma's happy.
I love that movie.
Right?
It's one of their better movies.
Yeah, I mean, I find it silly. I find it funny. I mean, it's also kind of gory, right? But, like, at the same time, and I guess it's kind of hysterical because we're talking about, like, Christianity. But Dogma also is, like, I feel like it's so true. Like, okay, they mentioned that Jesus is Jewish. Jesus being Jewish means that Jesus probably would have had a family. I'm sorry, that's not, like, prophets weren't celibate, okay? Like, there's nothing in the Bible that says that Jesus was celibate. So the fact that priests are celibate because Jesus was celibate and blah, 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 that's kind of a fallacy. Like, we don't know that for a fact.
Dan Brown agrees with you.
Well, of course he does, but that's because Dan Brown also likes to use, he likes to use a lot of fiction. But Dogma also mentions that too, because, she's the daughter of Christ, or the granddaughter of great, you know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, but the way that they present the topic is like so hilarious. Honestly, though, I have to say that I'm really excited for the Good Omens adaptation, because I really feel like that's going to become my new favorite Halloween series. I loved the books for Good Omen, and I've already seen what David Tennant and Michael Sheen look like in their roles, and I'm pretty excited about it. But I also have another favorite. It's called Blood and Chocolate. I don't know if... Yeah, Blood and Chocolate's great. I just found it to be really interesting, and I've actually heard from a couple of people that the book was actually apparently better than the movie.
Shocker.
But I don't care. But I don't care because the movie had everything, man. You've got this guy who's into comics and like he's totally like cool with the whole like turning into wolves thing, and wolves are my favorite characters, and she likes chocolate, and like, hello, I'm Belgian, like I love chocolate, so like
you definitely haven't read the books if you're this passionate about the movie.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I really do like that movie too. I think it's just a fun, kind of cool movie, and it's not too scary, but it has like a lot of like kind of creepy elements.
It has some
and stuff.
undertones.
Yeah, so that was 3, which I guess maybe are too much, but yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But since we're on the topic of Halloween, and we actually talked about this in the beginning of our segment, let's talk about cosplay and Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh.
And why, for some people, Halloween is the absolute worst holiday one can think of.
So cosplayers, when someone asks to borrow your costume, the one that you spent $1,000 on all the materials, you spent the months and months of welding and sewing and soldering and all that kind of fun
What
stuff.
are you doing if you're welding a costume?
Armor.
You're my brother.
The armor. So just remember, they're complimenting how beautiful you look, not that they're just trying to mook off you.
No, they're definitely trying to mook off of you.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that's true. Just instead of biting their heads off, wait for them to turn around and then hit them with a baseball bat.
Or, just tell them you're a size 0 and they're obviously like a 12 or 14.
I'm definitely
So-
interested in knowing what everybody, like, if they have the same dilemma. Like, are you guys really excited for Halloween and you usually know exactly what you want to do for Halloween? Or are you like me and you're like, I don't know what I want to do for Halloween. It's always something different. It's always really hard to choose. Like, you guys, I want to hear from you guys about that.
I
Like,
know what I'm doing Halloween.
Okay, what are you doing for
Working.
Halloween? Oh, yeah, me too.
And
But I
giving
work
out-
at like a seashell company, so I'm probably going to show up anyway just because.
I work at a library, so I'm gonna see if I can wear a costume.
Yeah,
and
you might.
And
I
then
think I'll
coming
say
home,
yes.
and then coming home and just passing out candy to probably teenagers. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's all that ever comes to our house.
Yeah.
If
I'm-
teenagers want to hold on to their childhood, I say do it.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, like, I'm 28, so, like, I'm kind of over the whole, like, going door-to-door thing. But, like, up until a few years ago, I used to host, like, a really big Halloween party, like, inviting all of our friends and, like, their friends' friends
That
and
does
stuff.
tend to be the natural progression of Halloween life.
Yeah.
It's you start off by trick-or-treating, then it's more parties, and then as you get older, it's what big party can I go to?
Yeah. It's like, we would throw, like, so we'd have rock bands set up, so people play rock band, and then we'd pick out, like, a Halloween-themed movie from, like, a hat, and we'd watch a movie. And, of course, there'd be, like, drinks and candy and food. And I actually would cook, like, a lot of food. Like, I would make mummy dogs and dirt cups and,
Oh, that's fun.
like,
That's awesome.
yeah, like,
It's
a bunch of stuff. But now it's, like, just too much trouble. Now I'm like, screw it. I'll
Yeah,
pass
like-
out the candy and call it a day.
what I've noticed from most cosplayers and what they say is that, oh, well, because I go to cons so often throughout
Yeah.
the year, it's like Halloween isn't as special as my permission to dress up because I'm doing it so often
Yeah.
anyways.
Exactly.
So I think that's why for the cosplayer circuit in particular, it's a little less impactful.
Yeah.
Is because, I am already costuming several times this month besides Halloween.
Yeah.
And then it's also the exact extreme opposite too, where it's, oh my god, that's my holiday! Whoa!
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
Halloween. I get to show everybody off with my amazing everything.
Right, exactly.
So, like, I think
totally.
there's those two camps.
Yeah.
But this year I'm going to be up at LumiCon that weekend right
Cool.
before Halloween. I'm going to be there as press, so doing photos and stuff.
That sounds
so
cool.
that's going to be fun. It's going to be a year one convention up in Tampa.
Take business cards.
Oh, I need to reorder my business card.
Yeah, and,
oh.
and Ben...
Not yours.
Oh,
Ben-
wait, that's right. The other business, the Nerds Know business cards.
And Ben, you also, like, sometimes do, like, photo shoots for people and stuff when you can fit it into your schedule, right?
Oh, yeah. This LumiCon, whatever they don't want me shooting, I'm going to be doing free shoots that entire weekend for anybody who
Cool.
wants
Yeah,
to.
so if you guys are interested, you should check out Badger Studios on Facebook and hit him up. He might
Yeah,
he might
photos.
he might have some time for you.
It's pretty much I'm going to take photos.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And then I might be doing the Halloween event at my work again. It just depends on when they schedule the Halloween event this year. Because
Right.
Halloween falls on that really weird Wednesday this
Yeah,
year.
Tuesday or
It's
Wednesday
like
or
in the
something.
middle of the week. So if Target does the Halloween trick-or-treat events the weekend before Halloween, nope, because I'm going to be in Tampa. But if they do it the weekend after Halloween...
They're gonna do it before Ben.
Well, they've done it both. Like
That's
they've
dumb.
They've done it historically. They've done it before Halloween and after Halloween because I was looking back to past events and I'm like,
Yeah.
and they still all of the info is still for 2017. And I'm like,
Oh.
thank you, Target.
That doesn't
Corporate.
help at all.
It doesn't help me at all. But like, it's really funny because whenever we get new trainees and new people in the store, they always spend a good 20 minutes just kind of looking at me and tilting their heads. Because in the office, there's photos of me as Superman and Captain America. So then they finally had that light bulb moment. Oh, wait a minute. Are you the Superman in the office? Are you the Captain America in the office? And I'm like,
Yup.
yes, I assume that's why you were staring at me for the last 20 minutes with that puzzled look on your face because you couldn't place me.
That's so funny.
Because yeah, like out of all the costume people, like whenever you look at the costume photos of like, you know, me and the other people at Target, it's like that person doesn't care, that person doesn't care, cosplayer, that person took one of the free ones off the shelf because they got picked to do this event.
Gotcha.
I'm the only one who ever begs to be picked.
Ah,
I'm
that's so funny.
In fact, I don't even beg. I'm just telling them, okay, so when you schedule this, I am one of the 4 people that you're scheduling
Yeah,
to the trick or treat. You don't.
You're
have a choice.
demanding it, really.
It's like I don't give them a choice anymore because it's like I'm the best.
It's your
one.
thing, yeah,
It's
it's your
literally my
thing.
thing. And when you look at me compared to the other people in their Ruby's costumes, I'm just like.
Yeah.
And then I love one of my friends, but he literally just wore like one of those pajama suits.
Oh, like a kigurumi, like a
Yeah.
pseudo kigurumi.
That was technically a men's costume pajama.
She's
Yeah.
trying to get to food.
From
Just
the
let her
men's
go.
section.
Yeah, it's okay.
She's trying to get to food.
If you're hearing the scratching and stuff, that's Samantha, the other unofficial
mess.
official Moscat. So she's foraging.
She's looking for cashews. Or anything else that she can get.
Yeah. But no, I'm like in an apartment now, so it's really hard to do like a party or something. So I don't really do that anymore. Last year, I think we just kind of relaxed at home. I think we maybe watched a scary, a pseudo scary movie or something. And that was basically it. So that's pretty much my Halloween plans.
Yeah. I feel like as you get older, she's at the donuts now, by the way. I feel like as you get older, a lot of the holidays kind of lose their charm in regards to what we want to do. Like
Yeah.
even Christmas for me when I was younger, I loved putting up Christmas lights, and now I just see it as a big, huge hassle. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
totally. I mean, like, I'm 28, and I've been in my relationship now for like 6 years. So for me, like Thanksgiving and Christmas, those are like, it's time to spend like holidays, like it's the holiday season where you spend it with the family, and like when I do that, like when I was growing up, I grew up and I was poor, so Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all of those holidays were a little bit different because it wasn't about like presents or like doing like very extravagant things, going to extravagant places. Like it was just about like spending time with your family, like having fun with your family, So for me, like those holidays haven't really lost their charm because I'm still doing that. Like I'm still going and spending time with the family and stuff. So I think that's fun. But I also think that like when I have kids, which is something that is like a possibility later on down the line, I think that those holidays are going to mean a lot more when I'm able to do it with my kids. You know what I mean? Like, because it's always like crazy. Even when I go to a con. Like, I remember when I dressed up as Judy Hopps for the first time at a con, and I had all these little kids come up to me, and they just knew that I was Judy. Even though, like, I obviously am not an anthropomorphic bunny. But, like, it was close enough, and they come up to you and they're full of wonder, they're full of excitement, and I feel like, the first Halloweens, the first Christmases, even the first Thanksgivings are going to be like those kinds of moments where it's like about spending time with your family, about spending time with your kids and seeing that kind of wonder. So, we'll see how it goes, but I definitely agree that when you get older, it's like a little different. Even cons are a little different for me for now. Like, I mean, when I was a kid, it was like I had to go to every con. I had to dress up at every con. I had to make a new costume for every con. And now it's like, I don't got time for that.
Well, now it's like, I need to make panels for these cons.
Yeah.
I need to make a lot of panels for these cons.
Yeah.
It's a different type of perspective in regards to what we do for conventions in comparison to other people. Because our job is basically, we have 20 plus hours schedule, which is more than I think anyone else who does conventions. Like usually celebrities do 1 or 2 autograph signings a day, and
they might be a part of like
1 or 2 panels a day.
Usually like 1. And then there's us, and we're doing like 8, 9, 10 hours per day of a convention, just trying to entertain. And, you know, each of those 8 to 10 hours a day is like 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 hours of panel creation. Just for that 1 hour segment. And because we do so many shows, we end up having to do more for those panels, because we can't keep on reusing and recycling the same content, because it's going to be boring for people.
And not to mention like the actual like initial creation of a panel too, especially when you first do it. Like I mean you know, I'm new to this. I'm the newest member. And so like for me, you know, some of the panels that I've done, like I poured hours into making them, and then I actually did them, and I was like, man, this worked, but I could improve this. I should add a little bit of this or a little bit of that, or take this out because it wasn't really relevant, or it wasn't really engaging, you know what I mean? Like, and then you go and you edit them and you change them up, and
that's happened to me so many different times on some panels that I've evolved certain panels over the last 10 years.
I evolved you to use PowerPoint.
PowerPoint.
It's so much prettier, though.
I know, but like I've evolved certain panels over the last 10 years that even from the very second time I ever did them, I changed half of it just from doing it that very first time live in front of actual people that weren't like a test audience, but an actual audience.
Right.
So I can totally relate to having to change up a panel entirely, because it's like my whole train of thought and thought process and what I was going to do for that whole panel was off of that one slide, but then that one slide apparently sucked. So now I've got to change that one thing, which then has that ripple effect of, well, because I changed that, now I've got to change this, and because this changed, those things changed. So it's like one of those ever-ending stemming wave of changes, so I can totally relate to having to change up panels.
I mean, and there's like, you know, like I'm doing LGBTQ in Japan at EY this year, and actually I've added to that panel because initially when I did it, you know, things were a certain way, but I still follow, I mean, obviously, I still follow those kinds of news articles and stuff. And, you know, when new news comes out, I'm like, ooh, that's cool. I should add it to the panel. Like, see, this is a recent change that has been made. Like, this is something cool, you know, that's going on. And I think that that's important to show, too, because especially for that panel, it's a little sad. So it's kind of neat to show like a little bit of progress.
Happier moments.
Yeah, totally.
Happier.
And like you know, similarly, like I realized that the one path that I was gonna try and do, like the posing panel, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, and it's like, okay, I think I need to rework this. I need to redo it. I'm still working on my Japanese mythology panel because there's so much. There's just so much content, and it's not linear like a lot of other mythologies, so it's, you know, it's kind of like, all right, maybe I'm gonna have to do a little bit more of like an outline, like a little more concrete work here before really diving into it. So it's interesting.
Well, that's the great thing about creating panels, is that you could see how your panel progresses as you keep on presenting. Like the first time I ran the Disney Sing-Along panel, I was folder jumping, and I was like, this is so
your
sloppy.
current system is way better.
This is so sloppy. So I really hated the way that did work. So I'm like, I'm going to do it in PowerPoint. So my entire PowerPoint is like hyperlink within hyperlink within hyperlink within hyperlink. And it's basically 32 gigabytes of sing-along in the PowerPoint. And the PowerPoint's just over there in the corner like, this is not what I meant for.
This is a Windows crashing PowerPoint, by the way, guys. Anyone who's ever been to the Disney Sing-Along?
It has crashed my computer.
It is computer crashing ability.
You're going to have to eventually start separating it into 2 different panels.
But then that's not how doesn't flow as good as the problem.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, if you separated, like, the live action stuff, like the High School Musicals and...
We could have special edition sing-alongs in addition to the
Yeah.
gigantic
That's because you keep on trying to get me to do Disney, like, opening themes, and I'm not willing to subtitle all those.
That's because Kim Possible, Gummy Bears, rock, and so does DuckTales.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, I think that for the most part, I mean, and there's, you know, I've been to a couple of them, so I know that this is not, like, 100% the case, but it is true that a lot of the time, more often than not, people are going to choose a classic Disney song, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they're never going to pick Bambi. Bambi's in there. No
Yeah.
one even probably knows that there are 4 songs in Bambi.
Right.
And this is just a fun for any of our super fans that are listening. If you ever pick one of the Xenon songs
I
at the
will
Disney
love you.
sing-along,
I will
you're
love
gonna-
you forever.
You will get a special prize. You will get a special prize. I'm announcing that right now. I have so many prizes, guys. It's insane.
We're telling you guys some Nerds Know secrets right now,
Yeah,
so hopefully
so-
everybody's listening.
If anyone ever does pick the Xenon song at the Disney sing-along, you will be
Please.
getting a special prize from me. I don't know what it is yet, but I've got so much stuff.
Yeah,
so much stuff. I'm a shopaholic.
No, Xenon has never been picked for the Disney sing-along unless I picked it, which I picked it once because I worked my butt off.
And you really want
Putting
to
it in
show it
there.
off.
And then Xenon, over the past 4 to 5 times that I've had it in the Disney Don't Forget the Lyrics, is always lost. I mean, I understood that it lost to High School Musical.
Right.
I kind of got it with Camp Rock.
Right.
But it lost to Lemonade Mouth.
Oh,
Weird.
No.
Like, I guess I'm old.
yeah. Well, that's true.
I'm the oldest one in the room, guys.
Yep.
But anyway, I think we can pretty much wrap this one up.
Yeah,
I think we're good.
So we kind of started on it, but we've got a lot of fun stuff for Anime Iwa, guys.
Yes.
Yes.
It's this coming October.
Yes.
No.
November!
It's November, actually.
Oh, November. Oh, right.
It is October.
You're a terrible
but
person.
EY will be in November. I think
EY
it's
is
the
like
9th
Thanksgiving
to the
con.
11th,
Yes,
right?
9th to the 11th.
Yeah.
I think it's on a holiday weekend, too. I think people are on. I
maybe.
think it's on Veterans.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right about that. I think...
We're doing...
Yes, it's November 9th, 10th, and 11th.
And I
Anime
think-
Iwa Orbit.
And I think most people
They're
are
at a
all-
new location, so if you think that you're headed to the same location you have
You're
been,
not.
you're not. Please double check the address.
It's the Fort Lauderdale Marriott North.
Yes, it's really nice.
Just in case, guys.
I like it.
The whole convention, they've really been revamping stuff over the last few years. I'm so excited to see all the new stuff that they're doing this year. We're really excited to be doing all of our panels. We'll have in the description below, guys, times for all the different panels
Yes.
we're doing.
Or we could tell them.
And
We
we'll have
could.
we'll have the events on our Facebook page too, so you can go and you can individually see them and let us know you're coming. That would be great.
And then I've got the list because I have my
He's
phone.
prepared.
Which means that I put it on Facebook as usual.
Yes. So our first, and it's going to be actually one of our really big panels, guys, is going to be Friday from 5 to 7 o'clock. It's our Cosbox event. And this is basically how it works.
It's one of our signature events, actually.
Yeah, it's one
Yeah.
of the cool ones. So we basically provide you a lot of random stuff in some boxes, and then you have 45 minutes to make a costume out of it.
Yep.
We've got a bunch of our cosplay guests coming as judges to come judge for us. So
We
this is gonna
have Paladin
be
Mabel,
Paladin Mabel,
NCS,
NS
NS or
NS cosplay.
NS cosplay. I'm sorry, I'm not good with acronyms.
This is off the cuff, guys. This is totally off the cuff. But again, we'll have full descriptions in the link below.
We have Magda,
Magda, and then we have one more surprise judge that we're going to be announcing very soon.
I think
So
we
stay
can.
tuned on it,
I think we can give them a spoiler if they actually made it this far. And
Oh
and
yeah,
talk
do
to
okay,
it.
us,
sure. Let's
Spoiler.
reward them.
right? Oh crap! What's her name? That's just me on most days if I'm good. So
Names are hard, especially in the community.
Yeah,
Like-
so the other one that I have that we were able to get as a guest, her name is Athel Artistry. She actually won an award this year at San Diego Comic-Con, her Universe fashion show.
Sweet.
She was also a World Cosplay Summit judge from
What?
2015.
That's amazing.
So that's going to be Cosbox from 5 to 7 p.m. It's a lot of fun. We just want everybody to come and have fun, be very very creative.
And we have a crud ton of prizes.
Yeah, every one of our prize packs for our first, second, and third place winners is going to be valued at least $50 retail. So when I say that I'm giving away, prizes and other stuff that me and Jillian have hoarded over the last year, I mean, we give really good prize support, guys. So
if you haven't been to our panels, you don't know. But if you have,
yeah, so
definitely come check it out.
And then later that night, we've got WTF Japan from 9 to 11 p.m. Now, this is going to be one of our 18-plus panels, guys. So please have your IDs ready for that one.
Yeah,
because
we will be carding.
Because I will be checking them on the outside of the door because I'm going to be on the outside of the door.
Yeah, we will be carding. Yeah.
So we'll be carding, but that's just going to be all of the really insane stuff that you can see in Japan, both on TV, in the streets, and otherwise. And then right after that, we're going to be finishing off Friday night with the Disney Sing-Along from 11 to 1 a.m. So we're having a special expanded 2-hour panel, guys.
Yep.
This panel is normally only an hour to an hour and a half, and we're getting you guys 2 hours.
Yes.
So finish off Friday night at EWA the correct way with Disney.
Mm-hmm. And that panel is super duper popular, so we highly recommend that you show up on time.
Yes.
Because who knows how many people we'll be able to get to, but everybody has fun. It's a huge, super fun panel, so definitely show up.
It really is. Okay, and then Saturday at EWA at 12 o'clock, we have the LGBTQ plus in Japan. That's Jan's
that's
panel.
mine.
It's going to be awesome, guys. We're really looking forward to that one.
you can learn things.
Relevant things.
I'm the edutainer.
It's
going to be
fun.
all about how LGBT is portrayed in Japan and then how it actually is in Japan. So if you're interested in, yaoi, yuri, or anything like that, or if you're LGBT yourself and you're interested in going to Japan, it's going to be a really interesting panel as a perspective. So yeah, definitely come and check it out. It'll be a lot of fun.
And then at 4 o'clock, we've got the Destiny Islands game show.
Woot woot.
That's going to be basically Kingdom Hearts
Trivia.
Trivia.
Yep. It's basically you're going to be in teams doing trivia. My friend who also cosplays Shion from
Sweet.
Kingdom Hearts is actually making sea salt lollipops
So
to
cool.
give away as prizes.
It's fun. It's really cool. And then closing out Saturday from 10:30 to midnight, we've got Oh Japan, What Have You Done Now?
So if you don't have those IDs on Friday,
You can
Better
come
have
to-
them on Saturday because that one's also ticketed.
no, it's,
Well, no.
that
one's-
one isn't?
That one
that's
isn't.
That's our PG-13 version
Ah.
of WTF Japan. Some stuff overlaps a little tiny bit, but only one or two, and it's not even the same thing. It's
it's not.
it's
Gotcha.
not. It's different, but it's the PG-13 version. And if your parents are with you, little children who shouldn't be up that late anyways, but if your parents are with you, they can bring you in.
Also,
'Cause
that's
it's
a special
PG-13.
panel for us too, because that one's an hour and a half.
Yes, and it's normally only an hour, so I can show the full. I can show all the hard gay I want. Yes.
I did find new clips. So.
Yes, you did. So guys, this might be the Hard Gay Con. If you don't know what Hard Gay is, put the soda cups down while you're in this panel, because one time someone didn't and they didn't believe me and it came out their nose.
Oh, that's
That
hilarious.
hurts.
It does hurt because it stings.
And then Jan and I are done for that weekend, but Ben's still going.
Yes.
Yes.
So then Sunday at 11 a.m., for those of you that are awake, I'm going to make you wish you were still asleep with the Feels Anime Edition.
Aw.
So literally it's exactly what it sounds like. We're going to be showing you some of the oh my god, it hit me right in the feels, literally. And then following that, immediately after that, it's going to be bad trivia for weird prizes. For those that have been following me for a while, I've done the bad trivia for bad prizes for a very long time. However, the quality of the prizes has gone way too high. So I can no longer call them bad prizes because they're no longer bad as so much as they're
Just odd.
weird.
Yeah, just
so,
weird.
I mean, you guys could, we get the best prizes right here in this room, actually. You guys could win the 2 books that are currently holding up the microphone for this podcast.
Yes.
50 Shades Freed.
Woo!
or
How
50
exciting.
Shades Darker.
All right.
So prize, punishment, however you want to.
I think
look
weird
at
is
it.
a good word for
So
that.
bad trivia is officially becoming bad trivia for weird prizes as of Anime Iwa Orbit. So ignore any other titles you may see because The
It's
title.
changed.
The
It's
title.
officially changed.
The title has changed since we originally submitted to Ewok Guys, but that's literally because the last time I did it, I'm like, these aren't bad prizes anymore. This is like all good stuff.
well,
Weird stuff.
maybe not good, but definitely weird.
Yeah, that is true. Weird stuff.
The numerical value has definitely gone up over
Yeah,
the years.
yeah.
Yes,
For
it
sure.
has. Because the stuff that I used to give away, guys, fun fact, was
Like toilet paper.
toilet paper.
That was maybe my favorite.
Promotional weird stuff that I used to get from school. Stuff that was just like, they'd pay you to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Rather than, keep it.
Legitimately bad stuff. Like
Like-
this isn't even
I
really
say
a
we
prize.
bring back the toilet paper.
I like the toilet
should
paper.
do that. I
No,
mean, hey,
sometimes have you ever
at
been in a
cons-
con bathroom and they're out of toilet paper, or the toilet paper is just
It's
disgusting?
a good prize.
Yeah, you could
that-
use some toilet paper.
I'm sold, guys. You're gonna get a $1 pack from the Dollar Tree, because then it'll be a 4-pack.
there you go.
Oh, but Charmin,
Well, yeah.
I have my
But
standards.
okay, this is weird prizes, not good prizes. You're talking about some fancy
At
toilet
least it's
paper.
going to be sealed toilet paper, guys, because I know if anybody gets some open toilet paper, you're going to be
That's
like,
just a little weird.
Weird.
Yeah.
weird
That's-
and garbage.
Yeah.
So that's our panel schedule for Anime Iwa, guys. In addition to that, we're going to be kind of roaming the con. We might have a fan table set up, so if we do have tables and stuff set up, please come and say hi.
Yeah.
Oh, and we'll be doing an interview with the head maid at Cafe Kirahoshi. If
Oh,
you
that's
have
good.
time to go to their maid cafe.
Cafe
sessions.
Hirohoshe, guys, is amazing.
They're awesome. Yeah.
I
Like,
love
if you have a
them.
chance to buy a ticket from them and go in for the hour and see their, like,
It's so worth it.
I mean,
they really put a lot of work.
They're
and
like
effort.
the official maid cafe, like
Of South Florida.
of South Florida, even
Yeah.
up at MetroCon up
Yeah,
in Tampa.
yeah.
I mean, just a shout out to these guys. Doing anything food related at the Tampa Convention Center is like
really
impossible.
hard.
it's impossible. Requires an
So
act
much
of God.
strictness, yeah.
They're very like they have to vend all of their stuff through them. So a huge shout out to Cafe Kirahoshi for doing the maid cafe at so many different cons
Yeah.
because. When I say that they rock, guys, that's an understatement. Saying that they rock.
I find it really funny, so I'm just
Why am
gonna
I talking into my phone like I'm recording?
I'm gonna lay some knowledge on you guys. Kirahoshi literally means shining star, and I really do feel like Cafe Kirahoshi is a shining star. So everybody should definitely go and check them out. Fun fact: there now you guys learned some Japanese today. So yeah, I guess that's it for our first podcast. Definitely let us know, if you enjoyed it. Let us know also what kind of other topics you guys are interested in hearing us talk about.
Let us know if you listened to it.
Yeah. What time did you stop?
So
1 minute, 17 seconds.
here's a fun code that I'm going to be putting in at the very end. Applesauce and pork chops is the special keyword. The first person who can comment on this video, applesauce and pork chops, will get a prize at Anime Iwa. I will have a special prize for you at
I
Anime
can actually
Iwa.
provide that prize. So
Oh,
we were
s-
talking about Halloween horror, right?
Yes.
I actually have a face hugger pin that we can give away to the person who comments about how disgusting applesauce and pork chops are.
I don't know, that is like a classic flavor combination, by
I
the
honestly
way.
am very intrigued. I would definitely try that.
You've never...
I don't believe I've ever tried that.
I
But
don't
I
like
I'm
applesauce.
quite open to trying this.
It's delicious because
So-
you've got that savory flavor and the sweetness
Right.
from the applesauce.
No,
It
yeah.
works.
So-
I'm definitely convinced.
So
of that.
again, we're on a tangent anyway.
Yes.
So the first person who says
Applesauce and pork chops.
will get a special face hugger pin
as a prize.
as a prize at Anime Iwa.
Yes. If you're not going to EY and you're still the first prize, we'll probably work something out with you. But definitely,
Listen, I can mail it. Worst case
yeah,
scenario.
definitely
To
comment.
USA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You-
no
sorry,
international.
guys.
It's
We're on a
expensive.
budget.
Yeah,
But we love you.
We do all this stuff for free, so we hope you appreciate that.
I know.
All right,
can-
guys, but yeah, we're gonna say adieu.
Bye bye.
Actually, it's so funny. I said that in French, but I speak Japanese. What am I thinking?
I mean, go say it in Japanese and fix yourself.
yeah, sayonara.
So everybody pick a different way to say goodbye. Aloha.
Yeah, bye bye.
See ya.
Yep. All right, guys. Until next time, but definitely leave us a comment. We're really excited to hear from you, and we will see you at EY.
Bye.